Hey, what's up, guys? Alan here with EatSleepTrade.net. Got the watch list for you guys for the week of August 17th. Got a nice little description here from our website on a bull flag and pennant setup, and I thought this made sense to have this as our front image today, as most of the stocks on the watch list this week are set up with nice flags and going to really be looking to capitalize on some flag breakouts this week. So sit tight, stay tuned. We'll be back in just a second and we'll get into the watch list. Alright, guys, welcome back. First up on the list is LPCN. The stock has been trending up since the beginning of the year and had some, serious breakouts. You see the large breakout, a flag sets up, and boom, we have another large breakout. So I'm really going to be looking for another flag to set up on this, whether that comes into next week or towards the end of next week. You could see this one here took about 6-7 days to develop, and I have no problem giving this one that same amount of time to try and develop. One thing I noticed about the flag here is the RSI did manage to get back underneath that overbought area before the breakout occurred, and as you can see in this one, it is still above that overbought area, so it may need to develop a little bit. But this one's definitely going to be on watch. It has huge range. It's trending up, extremely strong, and a good option for these. When you guys, I always like to have the 200 on, but when you come in and the 200 day is so far away from the chart, it really doesn't mean nothing. I'll sometimes put in a 20 day, and then that way you get a much more reasonable area of support that makes more sense relative to the chart and price action that's going on. So we'll keep that on there. And I really like this chart. Everything's trending up. Great volume on both those huge pops, and the range is great. You're talking dollars, from a low of 1350 all the way up to 1780. So huge range on that, and definitely on watch for a potential breakout of the next flag and a continuation higher. Next up on the list is XXIA. Another little interesting flag setup going on here, almost looking like it is possibly ready to break out and make its continuation higher. RSI is quite a bit overbought, as expected when you see such a huge gap up like that. But what you want to see is a gap up and a stock close green. So that shows some pretty good strength. Tried to sell off, it looks like early in the morning. Plenty of buyers to step in and push that thing back up. Now consolidating up here, and definitely watching for a flag break and continuation on that breakout. Next up on the list is NDRM. Had a huge week last week on the great breakout above this private resistance area here around $20. So if you were able to watch that trade, I seen a few traders that were watching that one and capitalized on that huge breakout. But overall, the stock's trending up nicely. You're above your 20 and 50 moving averages, and now we're getting ready to set up a flag on this. So going to be watching that. Could be a flag setting up. Could just return back down to this, $20 area. But if we get a flag set up and a breakout with a continuation higher, definitely interested in this one. It's on a nice trend, so it is a fairly strong stock. You're talking about a trend that's come from a low of $9 now up over 22. So that's a fairly strong stock with a large range as well. So watch that, see if a nice flag develops on it, and we'll definitely look to capitalize onto that one. Next up on the list, let's look at AF. Another huge stock, extremely strong. been consolidating all last week, and now looks like it's possibly ready to make that continuation higher. I like the close above all these prior closes. As you can see, the stock has not closed this high in the past. Yes, it's tested it on the high day here, but it sold off all the way back and ended up closing back down below. So I think closing above this $16 area is a huge accomplishment for the chart, and definitely believe that this could absolutely continue higher into next week. Going to be looking for any type of gap strength or any type of red to green setup on that to get long and give us a proper risk reward on that. Next up on the list, RBY. Another big a chart setup on here. Rubicon Minerals. It's a metals type of chart. Not something I typically will trade, but I like the setup. And the RSI is not overbought. It's a nice little flag. If it breaks out to the top side, there's really no reason, not to long it. This is going to be the resistance area that you're looking to break on the flag. And then if we get that break there, we could see this head up into this range up here. So it could be set up for a pretty decent move. It's an inexpensive stock, so great trade for smaller accounts. You just want to make sure that you're trading with confirmation on that. You can see the 50 period coming down now. If we get a break on the flag, get above that 50-day, get above this prior high, definitely could set the chart up for a large move higher, especially if we get a decent amount of relative volume. It doesn't take too much to move this chart, as you could see about the large range on this prior breakout. So keep an eye on that. Like I said, it's not one that I'll typically trade, so definitely be careful with it. It can turn nasty really fast, and fundamentally not something that I watch or track in a broader market. But still a flag that's setting up and could set up for a potential decent trade on that. Next up on the list is going to be CPE. And look at that. Another nice flag setup to no surprise. You could see the downtrend that it was, the downtrend channel that it was trading in for quite some time. We're hitting here at this 875 resistance area, and want to see a flag break on this and really want to see it get above this 915 area. I think if we do that and get above that 915, it could set us up for a move back up to this $10, almost 1050 area. So nice range with potential breakout on this one. With volume, the RSI is not overbought, and we'd basically just be returning to this prior resistance area here on the chart here where we were rejected off the 20 moving average. So keep our eye on that. You can see the curve on the moving averages here. As in the downtrend, they trend down. They're trying to turn around now and start heading back up, breaking out of this channel. Prior resistance, a flag setting up. The RSI is not overbought. Definitely set up for a move where we could look to get in, possibly get above that 915 area, and who knows, maybe even see a break up above $10. So that's going to set it up for all the flag plays this week. And one more I want to take a look at is JE. Now I like JE here. We're coming off a prior low, swing low here, which is a higher swing low compared to our previous swing low. If you're looking at the overall long-term trend of this chart, it is up, and we just broke out of a major resistance area here in the 560s. So you could see multiple times the chart wanted to get above that area, wasn't able to. Finally got the volume and the push it needed to get above, and I'm just going to be looking for a continuation on this breakout. Again, either a gap up continuation or possible red to green move or something like that for this to continue higher. I like the volume. The RSI is not overbought. Still has plenty of range to move. We're well above our 20 and 50. So keep this thing strong, keep it on watch, and if it continues strong, then a continuation breakout could definitely be possible. We've got a pretty open playing field up to this $6 area before we start running into some more resistance on these areas. So big range, and after that $6 area, you're looking all the way back up at 7 on a possible gap fill on this huge sell-off. So the chart has a lot of room to correct and continue higher, and it's trending up right now, and we just got that breakout point over 560. So we'll check that out for the rest of the week and see what it will do for us. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please put them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future videos. Also, check out our website, eatsleeptrade.net. From there, you can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and stay up to date on all the stocks that we're watching and trading. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.